Erik Forsythe, dude, welcome to the pod. We just finished up playing a little bit of Call of Duty Warzone. You still got the gamer stuff on. You're still drinking your energy drinks. What do you got there?
Ghost Energy Straw Bango. It's a favorite, personal
Bro,
favorite.
we're recording this at 7 p.m. How are you about to crank a Ghost energy drink right now? Those things got like 200 milligrams of caffeine in them, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I could still fall asleep like right afterwards.
That's
It's a
insane.
superpower of mine.
That's insane. Well, obviously, I wanted to chat with you. I've known you for as just a cool dude for a very very long time. Like you've been playing. I feel like knew each other probably since 2021, maybe. Um,
Yeah, it's probably accurate. Yeah.
yeah, and I feel like people in the know of pickleball knew Erik Forsythe, and certainly people around the Northeast area would know that you're one of the best players, if not the best player in that area. But you really got you got recognized this week when you had a bizarre situation where Donald Young gets hurt in the middle of a game. Corey Ben Bassett from the Hustlers is like, he did you dirty, dude. He did you dirty because it looked like he was just looking around for anybody that could play, and he's like, that guy over there, like he kind of did you dirty, but you did get pulled in 3 minutes to warm up and then played. Can you tell us a little bit about that whole sort of deal?
So I was the on-site alternate. They texted me the Sunday before the event asking if I'd be interested in doing that, and of course I said yes. Thursday went by, I didn't play. I was kind of, warming some of the guys up. The Black Bears I got to hit with a little bit and things like that. And then during the Hustlers, final match on Friday, I'm sitting watching because obviously, I know Corey, I know the team, and I was just always on call waiting to play. And then all of a sudden, they're down 6-0. They switch sides, and Donald is holding his shoulder, holding his neck. I thought that they were going to just like forfeit the game, just kind of throw the towel in, and then maybe I'd play the next day, because I didn't even know it was an option to be put in immediately.
Yeah, I
So
was gonna ask about that. Neither did I. I had no idea you could actually be subbed in the middle of a match. I thought it was the match was over, or that game at least, if somebody was injured.
yeah, I mean, Samin was there. Everybody talked, like, and that was Donald's mixed match. So I just figured, like I said, I was going to play the following day. But they were like, "Do you want to sub him in?" And you could start off like at 6-0 down, and I think it was helpful for me to kind of get a little bit of the nerves out. And I've played Andre in Paris before, not together, but yeah, like just to kind of work out the kinks quickly on the fly, and yeah, and then I played the next couple days for them.
But that's gotta be like, so you'd at least been like hitting previously, but still only you got like 3 minutes to hit when after all of this, right? Or how long did you actually get to hit at that point when they
Uh,
said, "All right,
I
Erik, you're in"?
I think it was less than 3 minutes because there was so much confusion. And I think they probably went to like commercial break, and so I hit like maybe like six dinks, like three drops, and then was kind of just like tossed in. I definitely, obviously, put forth my best effort, but I definitely would have, liked a longer warm up, as I think anybody would have. But it was a blast. And I made it onto memes of pickleball, which was a personal accolade. I reposted saying, "Now I know I made it because I made it to their account." But yeah.
And honestly, I feel like that was entirely on Corey. Corey did you freaking dirty on that one.
I mean, I love Corey. What you may or may not have seen, I doubt they showed it on camera. We actually switched shirts. So Corey, is a bit shorter than I am, and I got done more dirty by the fact that the shirt was not fitting me well, and that I was like playing, but no, it was a blast, and I would do it all over again, even with a smaller shirt. I would run it back.
Even smaller. All right, let's get Erik a smaller shirt. How'd the rest of the weekend go for you after that? You settle in a little bit? Like it's still not easy.
Yeah, no, the one game to 11 format is definitely like high stakes. I thought I did well, especially in men's, mixed by the end of the weekend. We almost took the game from Brooklyn. I kind of blew it there a little bit, but to even be in that situation was huge.
Yeah, you obviously being like the hometown guy, like you had like a good fan section for you. It seemed like that weekend, like people were certainly like cheering for you. Obviously, you're there, and also sort of the underdog story too. So that seemed to be at least positive there too.
Yeah, and then obviously the crowd at the end was kind of torn because Brooklyn and
Right.
I live out on Long Island, but I train in the city, I coach in the city, so the fan base was definitely a little torn watching that last match.
Yeah, so I'm surprised. I feel like the Hustlers should just pick you up as their alternate. Like, you're obviously the a local person, which I feel like makes some sense to have for the 5th and 6th person to, do activations or anything. Like, I feel like having somebody like you who obviously can ball and, like, hold their own and play well, like, I feel like you should be on that squad, dude.
Obviously it would be a huge honor to continue playing for them. They have the mid-season tournament this week, and I think after that I might be talking with Corey a little bit, but it would obviously be something that I would do in a heartbeat if it was given, the opportunity was given to me.
Yeah, because you signed, from what I understand, a one-event contract with UPA. Basically, you have to be a signed contracted player to play in any of these events, and they signed you for one event. Is that correct?
Yeah. So, as far as I know, that was kind of the first of its kind.
Yeah.
And again, I would do it again in a heartbeat. I kind of treated it as almost like an audition or a tryout. And I think I represented myself well, and I think I showed that if I was given the opportunity to pursue pickleball as my full time career, that I'd be able to hang with just about anybody.
Yeah. And so you're also doing just a bunch of teaching and whatnot around New York, and were you at City Pickle for a little while, and then now you're at Lifetime, correct?
Yeah, I was at City Pickle the first summer they opened, in Central Park. Just was kinda tough with my schedule to go in, like, daily by train. It was a lot. I have 3 small children, so it was kind of a lot on my wife to be at home and getting them around by herself and putting them to bed by herself. It was almost like she was a single parent. But now I work the Racket Lounge, which is, kind of in that Hustlers ownership group as well, and I'm their head pickleball pro there out east in Southampton, which is about a 40-minute car ride for me. And then, yeah, twice a week I go into Lifetime in the city and coach as well.
Nice, nice. Is that the place in, Nassau that you mentioned? Or
No, so there's another club that I teach at there called Gold Coast Pickleball Club. And then pretty shortly, about 15 minutes from my house, there's a place called Pickleball Heaven that's opening. I guess shameless plug. They're gonna have 16 indoor courts, and they're hosting actually the UPA national qualifier for New York at the end of August
that's cool. What exactly is that? At the end of That's the one to,
to go
basically
to
go
Dallas.
to Dallas Nationals, okay. Dang, that sounds pretty cool, and that's
Heaven. Yep.
Heaven. Pickleball Heaven on Long Island, huh? Okay, sweet. Well, Eric, anything else that you've got?
No, I mean, thanks for having me on, and kind of this was an honor too because I listen to you guys all the time. So this is pretty sweet.
Nah, memes of pickleball is cooler.
And then,
It maybe
I
used to be cooler. Memes of pickleball. If you're listening to this, which they're not, but they've been going softer lately, man. I feel like they used to be a little edgier.
I mean, I was expecting maybe something a little edgier, but it was still good.
It's
Nothing
still
got me.
good. It's still good. It's no longer great. I have to say it. Um, well, sweet. And where can people find you? Are you putting any content online, Instagram, any of that stuff, or is it all
uh, I
in?
tr- I try to be pretty active on Instagram. My handle is eforsythe.pb. That's pretty much everywhere, but Instagram's where I'm most active, and I stream most of my rec games on Erik Forsythe Pickleball on Facebook. Those are usually at Lifetime, but yeah,
All right, sweet. Well, cool, dude. I appreciate you coming on, and I hope to see you in some more MLPs. I've always had a good time chatting with you whenever we were at APP events or any other events back in the day.
yeah.
And yeah, make sure to check out Eric.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, darling, had